Hey guys, it's Ken from OKportugal, and today I'm joined by Armin from Mountain Home Imobiliaria.
Hello.
She's going to be showing me some cool properties today, so let's go and have a look. Now she has a bunch of properties listed on the outside of her shop here. She also has a bunch of properties on her website. Bom dia.
Hi.
Hola.
Bom dia. Olá, bom dia. So it's a 4.5 hectare farm. It has an old farmhouse that needs renovation. It's located in Santa Maria, Ceia.
Perfect. Well, let's go and check it out.
Yes.
So we've arrived at the property, but before we go in, I just want to give you a little bit more information about the area itself. So the village that we're close by to,
It's Santa Maria.
Santa Maria, okay. And the village itself, it's got a couple of amenities. There's a Junta de Freguesia,
Junta de
Freguesia, which is like a village hall. There's an ATM.
ATM. There is also a grocery store.
Yeah.
And
Municipal swimming pool.
yes,
There's also a coffee shop.
and a coffee shop.
Yeah.
We are about 10 minutes from Ceia,
Okay.
20 minutes from Gouveia.
And those two places have got all the supermarket shops,
Yes,
restaurants, cafes, bars, everything.
It's a city.
Yeah. And then for airports, so to get from like Porto airport to here is
So Porto, it's 2 hours.
it's roughly 2 hours, and then Lisbon's about, what was that, like 3 hours,
And a half.
3.5. Okay. Quite a nice location. There are shops and things around us. We do have villages around us. We've got the amazing Serra da Estrela in the background here. And yeah, let's go and have a look at this property. The access to this property is on dirt track, but you can actually get down here with a regular car, and the front of the property is over here. So it's basically an apple farm, and as you can see, we've got a lot of apple trees. All right, let's go and have a look. I haven't seen this property yet, so Armin is going to show me around, and yeah, I'm quite keen to see it. All right, so this is the house, and Armin was telling me that this house is it's basically got habitation. So this is an old farmhouse, an old stone farmhouse, and next to it is a barn. This is actually habitable and legal to live inside, but from what I can see on the outside, it looks like it's going to need a full renovation, and yes, that is definitely the case. Okay, so let's have a look around in here. As I said earlier, this is not a property video where I've actually had a look at anything yet, so we're all looking at this in real time. It's quite a big space. We've got an A-framed roof here. The tiles and the wood and everything seems to be in all right condition. We do have a little bit of sag happening in the beam here, but it looks like it's in fairly good nick. We've got these big stone walls. From the outside you can actually see the big stone bricks and everything a lot better. And in this corner over here we have a fireplace. So very basic stuff, but as I said, Armin was saying that this has habitation. It's also got electricity on the property. I also saw outside there were telephone poles and everything, so you can probably get fiber down here. So you do have amenities and things like that to support the property. So yeah, so this is more of like a vlog style type video today. We're not really going to go that in depth on the properties because I'm going to show you a couple today. And then on the side here we have like a barn or a garage. It's a space where you can park a car or park a tractor or something like that. And we can actually see the big stone walls up on the side here. Lots of space for storage. The rest of it's actually built in cement block. And we can see the roof itself has got cement beams and everything. So all nice and solid. We do have electricity in here as well, and up on the lights and things. And let me just walk to the far end over here and spin the camera around, so I can show you what this space looks like. It's a nice big like garage space, and you can get really large cars in here. All right, so let's go and have a look outside. And as we come out these doors, look at these views. We've actually got some really nice mountain views up here. This is the Serra da Estrela, which is the tallest mountain in mainland Portugal. And again, if you look, this is going to be where like the front door is. I really like the look of those stones. And yeah, from the front door you're going to be looking out over this apple orchard, because this is an apple farm, 4.5 hectares of apples, and we can see a little bit of that mountain. What are the water sources on the farm?
So there is a well.
Okay.
And there is also a stream at the border of the property.
Okay. Do you know is that the type of stream that runs all year round, or is it
So
mainly
there
like
is water all year, but
Okay.
on summer you have less water than on winter.
So this is the well. It's all covered and everything. There's a door over here. I don't have the key to the door, but basically The well is just below here, and it's got an electricity supply, so it's actually connected to the electrics. And I believe what they would have is a pump. Yeah, here we go. So on this side over here they would have a pump that basically connects from here and onto there, and you can, well, actually no, wait, I think the other way around, I'm not sure exactly, but basically you pump water out of the well and then it would supply all of these irrigation hoses going all the way through the 4.5 hectares. So there's a lot of apple trees here, and it's all been professionally done. I mean, there's irrigation and they all look quite mature and in good condition. Is it still running as an apple farm?
Well, they come to take care of the land, but they are like quite retired, so
okay.
That's why they want to sell it. They don't
Okay.
They don't continue the
Yes.
selling process.
So I just noticed as I'm walking back up to the farmhouse, there is a large electricity pole over here. This is what we'd call a medium one. This isn't a transmission line or anything like that, but it is quite a big concrete post. The house is quite a distance behind it, but it's just something worth noting. Now today, this visit at this place is going to be kind of brief. Obviously, if you guys want to see this in a lot more detail, you can actually hire me to come back here and give you a full detailed tour of this entire property, where you get to see absolutely everything. If you want to do that, send me an email on OKportugal@hotmail.com. So I've just walked up a little dirt road from the farmhouse over there, and Adamine is just walking towards there because this is where there's a little stream. Right, so here's the little river, a little stream, and you can see we've got a little bit of water. We are at the end of summer, and obviously in the summertime in Portugal it gets really hot, and a lot of rivers and things can go dry, but this one does run all year round. It's just obviously a lot less. And I'm just going to go up to this little point here. Adamine says it's a bit of viewing point. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks great. So imagine in like in the winter, this is just going to be flowing beautifully, but for now we have a gentle trickle, and it's nice to have fresh water like this on the land. It's an interesting property. There's obviously a lot of apple trees and things like that here already. Obviously if someone wants to be an apple farmer, this is the perfect property, but it could be repurposed. It could be turned into other types of agriculture. And obviously the house could be rebuilt and it could be turned into habitation. Yeah, you've got this little stream over here, and a lot of space. We have arrived at the other property. It's just in the background over here, but before we get there, I just want to find out a little bit more about the location.
So we are in Lagarinhos, about 15 minutes from Gouveia and also 15 minutes from Ceia, 2 hours from Porto, and more or less 3 hours and a half from Lisbon.
This village, it's got a little mini mercado shop.
Yes, and coffee shop.
And a coffee shop. Okay. And then the property itself, what is the size of the land?
So it's a house with 1 hectare of land. And
it's all walled all around. It's got lovely green lawns from what I can see. It's got some fruit trees, lovely little gardens.
And it has also 3 wells.
3 wells, so tons of water, which is probably why it's so green. Right, so from the front, we can see it's quite a big house. We've got 2 floors. We've got the main sort of living accommodation up on the top. We also have a downstairs part. And actually this property could be divided into 2, where you have 2 separate flats up and down. There's a garage just on the side over here. We can see there's like a nice little sunroom just on the side. We've got some steps that take you up to the main front door. But today I don't have the keys for that, so we're going to go around the side. But while we get there, I just want to show you this little area. We've got a nice little garden with some trees that have been cut really nicely. There's also, on the left here, there's actually a chapel. So this is an old chapel that forms part of the property. And I don't actually have the keys to access this right now. It is just a big empty space, so there aren't any benches or anything inside, but this is an old chapel building. And then we have some lovely shade from all of these citrus trees and some persimmon trees, which are these ones here, Sharon fruit. This drops down into a little area here where there's outdoor seating and then a space that goes out into the gardens. So today I'm doing a flying visit of these properties. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so come with me. As you can see, there's numerous entrances, one up on the top, one over here. We've got some stairs that are going to take us up to the kitchen, and this is the door that's open at the moment. And let's go through. I've briefly walked through here as we opened up some windows and things so we could get some light in. But look at the views from up here, absolutely stunning. And we've got a beautiful old church just over there. So if we go into the kitchen, we can see on the side we've got all of the countertops and everything. We've got the cooker in the side. I'm going to stand on this side over here and give you a brief look at what's going on. We've got some pantry space just on the side here. So a nice area to store things for the kitchen. And on this side over here, we have some stairs that take us up into the attic. And it's a nice big dry space with a 1,000 litre cistern tank up there. And we got some glass bricks in here to let in some light. So a nice attic. And then if we go down the stairs, we go back into the kitchen again. And upstairs we've got, I believe, 4 bedrooms, so a really large space. This would be the front door on this side. So from where we were standing earlier, this is the main entrance, leading into a little study area. And we've got some very nice wooden parquet flooring in here, in very good condition. The house is actually in very good condition all throughout. On this side over here we have the living room. So this is like the diner and the living room with a big open fireplace over there. And out here we've got like a little bit of a conservatory or sunroom. So it's like an outdoor seating area place. You can also access it from the front of the property. And here are the views looking out over where we were standing just down there when we were first introducing the property. So some nice views, and as you can see, lots of space to park cars and things like that. And then if we go through this way, we've got another seating area, like a little sitting room, also with lovely views going outside. And these views actually look out over the mountains. Look at that, and also the gardens. And let's see, if we go this way, we've got one of the 4 upstairs bedrooms. So quite a nice big space. Got 2 windows. I haven't opened up all the blinds because we are on a flying visit. I've got to catch a bus back to Castelo Branco and I don't want to miss that. So we're on a little bit of a time schedule. But check this out. There's a lovely balcony outside here. And from this balcony you can see obviously all of those views that I was talking about. And right round. So really lovely views of the Serra da Estrela, the big mountains. And of the gardens of the property. So a nice balcony on this side. There's another matching balcony just on that side over there. As I said, this is just one of the 4 bedrooms upstairs. There's another 3 bedrooms downstairs. So in total, 2 bathrooms and 7 bedrooms. 2 kitchens. If we go down this side, we've got another bedroom just on this side over here. This one's a little bit smaller. All of the bedrooms seem to have nice built-in cupboards and things like that. And this is the bathroom. The bathroom's actually very clean and very functional. I mean, obviously it's quite old with the tiles and things. I actually quite like these little lemon shaded tiles and a little black strip over there. I'm not a big fan of the brown, toilets and stuff like that, but the rest of it is actually not too bad. All right, so looking back at the bathroom, we've got a nice full-size bathtub. And this leads down the corridor from where we came. Another bedroom. This is the bedroom that also has a little balcony off the side. So let me show you out these windows. This is the other side of the property. And let me give you a look. I'm not going to open this one up because the wind is pumping today. It's very strong wind. It's quite strange. It's been so lovely for the last few months, and now all of a sudden today the wind is picked up. And I always get carried away. I said this would be a flying trip, but I'm starting to go more in depth, aren't I? But here we go, another bedroom. This one seems a lot bigger. Windows on the side, built-in cupboards. And then, well, that takes us back to where the kitchen was, where we started. And on this side over here, there's a door that leads you downstairs. So this is going to take us down to the bottom floor. Now on old houses like this, old big houses, the bottom floor is generally it's like the colder part of the property, for like winter, like a colder sort of damper part. So this isn't really done up for accommodation as much as the upstairs part. We've got a kitchen starting on this side over here. So this is a kitchen. Actually, let's just start all the way at the front door. So the front door of this section would be here. And then if I spin around, this is almost like a little sort of breakfast area, the fridge. And then this goes through to like the kitchen area just over here, where we've got a sink. It's all very basic, but functional. And we have an old wood burning stove with the flue that goes out the window. And if I turn around this way, we have a nice big pantry area. So a nice big space for storing food. It actually goes all the way back. Look at this. So a huge pantry area. And I'm going to get to this in a moment. We've actually got like a bit of a basement down there as well. Now this room, we didn't have the key to open up this room, so I have no idea what is in this room, but we do have this extra room over here. The passage continues. We don't have the parquet flooring. We have like a cement floor in here, but it's all in good condition. This is like a little sitting room. I haven't really opened up curtains and stuff down here, so hopefully it's visible. And then we have another bedroom. So bedroom on this side. The windows are a lot smaller because I think we might be like under the ground here. So I think the windows are at ground level. Let me just stand in this corner here and give you a look at the shape of the room. So lots and lots of space in this house. It's huge. And as we exit this room, we have another bathroom just on this side over here. This bathroom doesn't have a bathtub. This has a shower in the corner, but it also has a bidet and a toilet and a basin. Slightly more modern fittings. And if we look on this side over here, we've got another room, a much bigger room. And again, the windows are all quite high up because I think we might be underground here at this section. Not entirely sure. All right, and then there's also this underground section. And if we just open up this little railing, we go down these stairs. This is like a basement area. It's going to be quite dark down here, so I hope the camera doesn't struggle too much. But if we look in here, we've got, oh wow, the camera's doing a good job. If we look in here, we've got like an old sort of wine cellar storage space. We've got all the wine bottles on the side, and we've got some more wine bottle storage just over here underneath the stairs. And we've actually got a door over here that you can access this bottom part of the building through from outside in the garden. So yeah, it is accessible. There's also water down here, so we've got a tap or a basin just over there. And then we have another section over here that's probably going to be too dark for the camera, but this is just like a big storage area. And let's see if you can see anything down here. So just a big old basement storage area down here. All right, so let's go and have a look at what the grounds have to offer outside. Okay, so I'm just going back out through the kitchen door again. We're going to go into the garden area downstairs here. This is a hell of a big house. I mean, it does need a little bit of TLC, as we can see on the outsides here. The walls could do with the paint, but actually the general condition upstairs and in the most part of the building, it's ready to move in. So we're walking back around to where we started, which was kind of on this point over here. As you can see, we've got some gates that open up and let you into the property where you can bring cars through here. As I said earlier, there is a garage. We've got this wall over here. So this is a neighboring property, but you own everything on the inside of this. They don't have any access to the garden or anything like that. And we've got a nice little covered space over here where you could put a tractor or something like that. You could put a whole bunch of wood. And over here we have like a big tank and what looks like a well. Let's go and check it out. Yeah, so this is a place where they would do laundry. This is like a scrubbing bit, and you obviously fill all of this up with water. The water itself will come from the well. This looks like some kind of a lid. Maybe this is a lid for the well, or perhaps the well itself is inside this building. Now on today's flying visit, I don't really have the answers to those questions, but as I said earlier, if you are interested in buying a property like this and you can't come all the way out here, you can hire me to have a look. I can investigate all of these things in more detail and give you an in-depth video tour. So here is like another nice big flat area. it seems to be divided up into 3 terraces. So there's one here, this one, and then steps down to another one, and there are really big spaces. Look at that. And as I'm walking around on here, it doesn't really feel overlooked or anything like that. It feels quite private. Most of the properties in front of me here are all looking in the other direction. So the house is over here. There is one neighboring property that does have windows that overlooks this entire big space over here, and as I said, the rest of it feels quite private. So I've been told that there's 3 wells on the property. Now I'm just doing this flying visit, as I said, so I'm just trying to see if I can find some of them. This over here just looks like a water tank, so this isn't a well, but it does have some big sort of ceramic pipes and everything that are going around the property. I'm assuming that the rest of the wells are going to be down on this bottom terrace. In fact, it looks like there might be one just over there. Now obviously a property like this is connected to like municipal water, municipal sewage. It's going to have fiber optic broadband. It's going to have all of the mod cons, but it is quite nice to have a well like this for extra water, especially when you have a hectare of land, and if you wanted to, you know, go about growing some of your own crops or something like this on this big space, well, you got free water. And yeah, this is the well. So I'm guessing the well's underneath this big slab over here. We've got some pipe work, and then we've got the pump house, where obviously you can have the pump drawing all the water out. Cool, so I'm not going to explore any further. I am on a little bit of a time limit at the moment, but yeah, it's been quite interesting. This is an interesting or slightly different way of doing property tour videos. Normally I come and I spend like hours at each property and find absolutely everything out. Today I didn't have that time luxury, so I'm hoping that this format of video has worked well and that you guys have had a chance to see what these places are all about. I just want to say a big thanks to Armin for showing me around today. And yeah, sorry I've had to have such a quick visit. It's, you know, got to get back for the bus and everything, so it's been a flying visit through all of these villages and stuff like that. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more properties like this, obviously have a look at Mountain Homes Imobiliaria. What? Imobiliaria. I always say that word wrong, but anyway, have a look at that. I'll put the website in the video description below. Thanks for watching, everyone. All the best. Cheers.
Bye.